Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh hell no!
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Hey everybody, we're back! And guess what? I had a really, really sad New Year's.
Oh no, baby! Oh no!
Oh baby! Oh no! Guys, I can't believe it. We're finally here. We're
back.
finally back after almost killing myself at the expense of Windows 11 and Microsoft.
Such a bad program.
Such a terrible,
Operating
corporation.
system, yeah.
Well, just corporation in general.
That's true.
Basically took us offline for like the last few weeks. That and the holidays and Christmas and me starting a new job. Trust me, we're gonna get into all of that. But the main thing is that it was Windows 11 that has taken us off the air. But I'm happy to say, do my own research and do no help from them.
Your own personal ingenuity.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Mikey. We are back, and yeah, I dare say, looking, sounding, and feeling better than ever, right, Mikey?
I think so.
I think
Sounds pretty correct.
For those of you who are new to the show, my name is Owen. I am your captain of this shit ship, and along with me tonight is just my friend Mike B, my mustached muse.
Here in studio, too.
Here, live in studio. I mean, I'm not going to say no more of this virtual nonsense, but hopefully in the year 2026, we get Mike B back in studio a lot more. Now,
I'm actually going to be replacing myself with AI here in a couple months, yeah.
Cool. All right.
I've been training a model so that I can just totally phone it in.
Oh, so just like Ty.
Yeah, I'm better than Ty.
Yeah, your AI will still be better than Ty's real Ty.
Real Ty, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll beat him out.
No, that's completely true. Hopefully, we will be joined by Ty later on in the program. I don't know if that's going to be on this segment, if it's going to be later on in the evening, but at some point, we hope to hear from Ty. We have not fired him from the show yet.
I mean, can you fire someone who does almost nothing?
Can you fire somebody you don't pay?
Yeah, that's true.
There's that.
It's hard to like terminate somebody who you never fully employed.
So yeah, we got some new branding. We got a new, I think, good looking studio right
Yeah.
now. How do you feel about it, Mike? This is your first time in person, seeing the new digs, seeing, not that it's new digs, new old digs. Let's put it that way.
So it's a lot more open.
Yeah.
For those of you who have been to the studio before, you remember as soon as you would walk in the studio, there'd be like Owen's command center, which involved like a big desk, and it kind of split the studio almost.
It did.
If you were on the couch, you kind of had to walk around the big desk.
It was pretty tight in here, let's be honest.
And then you had, my spot, I had to like look at Owen through a jungle of cables and microphones and lights and monitors and laptops.
Yeah.
So it definitely feels a lot more personable that I can like just look
we can
lovingly
look
at
us.
Owen.
We can just see each other. We're sitting right across. It kind of feels weird for me too because I don't have I can't fondle my balls as much, right? Because I don't have.
Please don't,
because the desk isn't there.
I mean, it's your house, and I'm not going to tell you what to do in your own house,
You
but I would appreciate a minimal amount of ball fondling while I'm dead on with you.
I'm just going to start looking at you dead in the eye and as you're talking and just start fondling, bro.
I would hope it would be a little more discreet than that. Like you just fully 180. You turn your chair back to me.
I need a fondle. Hang on. I need a fondle.
And all right, fondling
commenced. Yeah, and back at it. But you think it looks good, right?
It looks great.
I think it's going to be handy too when we get. I'm really hoping in 2026 we can get more guests in here.
Yeah.
We
you could almost have a small like 3-piece band in here right now.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe one dude with an acoustic guitar.
I don't know if I want to let any singer-songwriters on the pod.
We tried that, and it was gay.
Bro, they all got agendas.
They do. Everybody's...
And it's always trying to fuck. That's
really
all that is.
Yeah. Well, you weren't around in the days that we did the, what did we call it? The Ono Showcase. Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
The sign right there. That sign right there. So we used to do the Ono Showcase back in the day. That's when, Tom was on the show. I think even I don't know if Zach was around for those days.
Wait, was this back when you were jamming this room with like 6 people to do a show?
Yeah.
It's so hot.
It was so hot, and then we used to have to we had the closet chair, of course. You sat in the closet.
I've sat in the closet chair before.
Yeah. That there's too much shit in the closet these days. I can't even get a chair in there. But actually, for what a closet's for, not for like putting.
What are you talking about, bro? My closet is an office.
That is a thing.
It's sick though.
Yeah, yours is pretty cool. It's but it's a lot bigger of a closet than my closet.
That's
right
true.
Here, so. But yeah, no, we used to have these little like acoustic sessions, and we do like things, and some of them were good. Like Lacey Jones was great; she came in. Kaylee Baker was great when she came in. But then there were the odd, Kevin Maines, he was cool too. But then we used to have the odd one like this. There's a few that were like. They're like, because we used to get them booked by this chick named Jessica Polly, right?
Yeah.
And Jessica Polly, if you know anything about
she's like a DJ.
Well, she's a DJ, but she's a big part of the Orlando music scene, and she used to kind of like help us out, and she used to bring in some of the music guests. She was kind of like our booker for that type of thing.
Yeah.
And she would like, it was just a roll of the dice. Anytime that you had a Polly would show up, and then like she'd be like, "Yeah, I think so and so is going to be here." I'm like, what? And then someone would show up and then she's like, oh, I thought I invited this person, and it was like this other person, and then like this is in my house, so you're inviting them into my home, and I guess all that was a little weird. But there was this one guy, Bear Toe. And he showed up, and because they're musicians and they think they're doing this like radio show because of the name, the Ono Radio Show, they think they're
really punked them.
Well, they think they're going to like this like I don't know what they think. They're going to like Howard Stern Sirius XM or something.
I think they think they're going to Clear Channel over in like Maitland, and when they put the address in, they keep driving and like,
wait a minute, this is
is it taking me back through a neighborhood?
What is this duplex? What is this?
So wait, there's a duplex. I didn't know you could run. I didn't know you could run radio stations out of one.
I don't see a tower anywhere or anything like that. Whatever. And they'd come in, and they'd always bring like an entourage with them, right? Like, so we're already tight for room as it is.
Yeah.
And bringing them in, and inevitably always bring someone with him. And it would usually be the artist, whoever the chick that they are trying to fuck. It would usually be that person. And there were a couple of and that's what was hilarious to me, because you had this guy Berto, he was trying to bang this like she's really hot MILF, like real like
yeah,
like really like kind of hot. And you could tell, like, you know, he was trying to impress her, like, hey, we're gonna go to
the radio show.
Yeah, exactly. And they'd come in and they're like, what is going on? Like with this.
You ever have to call him out and be like, "Hey, brother, you're throwing it on a little thick. I don't think she's that into you."
I think she was actually kind of into Ty, which was hilarious. She was more into Ty than she was into the Berto.
Like, you know what? Anytime I hear that people are like, "Oh, that Ty, I love him," but I'm always like, "Really?
Yeah,
What is it about him that it's not a mystery?
It's tall. It's just because he's tall, and he's probably got a long cock. That's what I'm supposing.
I imagine he is fairly. There's a hog in there somewhere.
I'm sure it's this long, skinny hog. Like he's also Midwestern too. You know,
slim hog.
Those Midwesterners, big hogs.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
Big hogs.
Big hogs. It's just facts. It's just facts. So I wanted to, it must be a little bit weird for you too, doing the show in studio with me today, because it's the first time you've done a show without a bit of booze in you. Like I'm drinking, you're not drinking. You've got your orange juice or whatever you got going over there.
Pineapple, mango, water additive.
Yeah, but you've been doing great though. You're like
4
no
months.
No nicotine,
Nope.
no weed.
No, I'm smoking weed.
You are smoking weed?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh well, I okay.
Can't do 100%.
Okay, good.
But
no
alcohol,
no nicotine,
no nicotine, no caffeine,
and limited weed, or are you?
I mean, I'm not smoking as much. I mean, it used to. I mean, I have weed. I brought weed with me.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be rude, like
But yeah, I mean, it's been 4 months now.
I think the temp's really low on that. If you want to turn it up,
I'm okay. 4 months in.
Damn, man, that's
great.
great.
And I gained like 40 pounds though.
You do look kind of fat. You do look fat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But there's more to love. Like when I gave you a hug when you came here, I was pleasantly. I was like, I'm kind of into this.
Yeah.
Like you feel. You know what? It makes you. I'm gonna tell you this. It makes you more manly. I feel like you're more manly than I've ever seen you before.
I don't know. I don't agree. I feel like a fat sack of shit.
No. You kind of. This is gonna sound weird. You wear it well.
Yeah.
You and actually kind of. I'm not even like bullshitting you right now. It suits you in a weird way. I'm not saying that you maybe don't want to lose weight or whatever, but. I'm not saying you look bad, because I actually do. I think it kind of suits you in a weird way.
It's just, well, the weird thing is like, it's not my legs and it's all torso.
Oh yeah. Your gut's good.
Yeah. It's all just, I can't help it. But it's because every other vice I used to have, I don't have. And now I'm just hungry all the time.
100%. Well, especially if you stop drinking. I remember when I got my DUI, I had to stop like drinking, of course, like because of the law.
Yeah.
And I would have insane, like, because I'm so used to alcohol, insane sugar cravings. Like it was
all the time.
It was constant. Ice cream was my thing. Like, and I think like I learned how I could like, if I didn't, like, before when I was going to get a piss test, I would just not drink the day before that. And so I would, like, hey, I've got, like, 5 days of the week. I could still, drink and then not drink that day. And then I'll be good. And then, as soon as I'm done with that, I'm good. I can drink it.
Yeah.
So, like, I would kind of do that thing. But so I eventually, like, I just went back to my usual ways. But in those periods where I was, like, it was a good, like, couple months there where I didn't drink at all. And, dude, yeah, like, I would probably have gotten fat. Like, I do often wonder what fat Owen looks like. Like, I do need to do.
It'd be too weird.
See, I don't think I'd wear it. That's what I was kind of saying. Like, I don't think I'd wear it as well as you wear it.
Yeah, I mean,
if that makes sense. Because my frame isn't right for fat. Like, you were already like, I don't want to call you big boned, but you're like
I was a husky gentleman.
you husky. I
Well,
don't even
and
know
I'm
if I would
almost
call you
300
that.
pounds right now. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the other thing. Like, I've seen other people at 300, and I'm like, you wear it like shit. Like,
Right.
what the fuck?
Yeah, you don't look like a tub of goo like some people
Yeah.
do at 300 pounds. I think if I was, imagine me at 300, I
You'd
would
be all gut.
Like I'd just be sloppy. I'd be all gut. Like,
Yeah, like you would have some weird Duke belly that
Mm-hmm.
would be, I don't know, it'd look odd. But again, it's because the rest of you wouldn't,
it wouldn't match.
it wouldn't fill out. I don't think
No.
you'd get fat in your arms or your legs.
Probably not.
Um,
And my face wouldn't get. I don't think maybe my face would get a little fatter, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
get like the appropriate amount for like you know what I
well,
mean.
and it'd still be on like the rest of your skinny, like your skinny ass body. So
yeah, I've got a small frame, so it just wouldn't. It wouldn't line up with.
I
me
think
well,
I think
yeah.
I have a pretty beefy frame, so it's nobody really like it doesn't look bad. But I can tell, like I know.
Yeah.
No, I was leaving Publix the other day, and I'm like, it's been a minute since I've been on a scale, and I was like,
I should get on this, but I don't want to.
I should inform myself how fat I have gotten. And yeah, it was like 283, and I'm like, oh Jesus, dude.
What was it? What was it before you quit? What were you at?
I think I was at like 235.
Damn, that's a lot. that is,
Bro, it's serious. Like,
I was trying to be nice. I'm like, hey, put on that much, but no, okay,
No,
that's like
it's-
a good 50, 60 pounds.
yeah, it's bad because I'm just like well, I don't think it helped that for a while I was working for Hollerbox.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was
all
just-
that German food.
Yeah, well, they were just like, yeah, if it's there at the end of the night, like take
Eat it.
some home.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So I was eating.
Well, let's
just,
be real. You work at a pizza joint now, so it's
Yeah.
probably the same thing, and you're not doing yourself any favor. How many days a week do you eat pizza?
I have at least a slice every day.
At least a slice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I just can't stop myself. It's like I said, all my addictions went from being addicted to caffeine, alcohol,
Yeah.
nicotine, to just sugar.
Absolutely.
All I want is sugar, and I'm like, fuck.
I know, like, it's the cessation thing too with like quitting smoking and vaping and all that as well. It's like, you know,
The oral fixation.
the oral
too,
fixation. Like you gotta, you just want to put something in your mouth. You know,
Yeah. I just gotta go back to smoking.
you should go gay. You know, you can.
I'm not gonna start sucking dick just so I lose weight.
Well, you could. I mean, AIDS, right?
I don't think you're guaranteed to get AIDS. I
Yeah.
think you got to go look for it.
No, you can get it. Like it's
You can find it.
You can find it. It's out there.
Wait, if I had a mental disorder and I was like, I think I just want to get AIDS so that I can
You know, there's people like that, right?
just want to get AIDS.
No, look this up. I don't know how you look this up, but there is like a mental disorder where people go out and seek getting diseases. I read a story on it. It was like a
Is
New
it
York
for like
Times article
because
or
they want the
something.
attention or they want the sympathy?
I think that plays,
But they want it
into
specifically for a reason. They want it like
No, it's just like they call them like they like collect diseases. Like they like I want to get AIDS and Ebola and Parkinson's. Oh, yeah, I don't think you can collect Parkinson's. But but there are people. I definitely read an article about this that go out there and they want to, it's awful, but they do. They go out and they try and get these diseases. You find some?
fastidious disorder, previously called Munchausen syndrome, is a serious mental health condition in which people deceive others by pretending to be. No, this
That's
is the same thing.
that's Munchausen's. That's when they're like, oh, I've got cancer, and then they like those are the people that they shave their head and they claim they're like getting they got leukemia and they're getting chemo and they're perfectly fine. That's Munchausen's, I think. But there's another one.
I don't know if I can find it.
I don't know. They're called disease chasers. Maybe look up disease chasers. See if you can find anything if you look that up. While you look that up, I did want to, since we were talking about our appearances and what have you, and
Oh, okay. So wait.
oh, you found it?
Bug chaser, individuals
chaser.
who intentionally seek HIV infection, often driven by fetish or fantasy.
Yeah.
And disease chasers as a term for dedicated doctors or procedures pursuing cure. Wait, that's for the cures.
No, but bug chaser.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah, bug chasers. Yeah. That's a thing.
Those are people who just want HIV for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, right?
That is crazy. That is fucking insane.
I'm glad we can laugh at it. I don't know.
I think. Why would you not? Like that is dumb.
That is dumb.
That's dumb, and I don't. Yeah, I know we're not supposed to kink shame.
No, that's
that's
an acceptable kink shame.
I think we should shame those people.
I think that, like, in fact, I think there's multiple things that are okay kink shaming wise. Like if you're into like doo doo, I think I can kink shame you.
Shameable.
I think it's
Yeah.
shameable. Like
if you're
into penis, all right, you're into penises and getting peed on. I'll let that go. Like you, like, but even getting peed on, I'm kind of. I think I can shame you a little bit.
I think we can be pro pee pee but anti poo poo.
Can I be on the fence with pee-pee?
I mean, you don't have to support anything you don't want to support. Like,
I
I'm
think
not saying you have to.
I think I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna be a little. Yeah, I think I'm on the fence with that. I'm not gonna be pro. I can't be pro it. You know,
Can't be
but
pro pee pee.
like I'm not pro pee-pee.
I think it's totally okay to be pro pee pee.
Have you been peed on?
No.
No. I mean,
I don't. Scat play, piss
Nah,
play, like
it's
no
not-
water sports.
No, I'm not into it.
I don't even really have any desire to be squirted on.
No, same.
It doesn't.
Same.
But I also have, again, like, you know me, like I have like skin, like I don't like things being on my skin, like it's.
I do know that you have skin. What do you mean?
Like I have texture issues and like.
Oh, because you're like with your tisms.
Yeah, I just don't like. I don't like the way certain things, like when you sweat a certain way. Like I don't like that.
Really?
The beach, the way that salt water and sweat mix and congeal on my skin feels gross.
Well, I mean, yeah, I see. I can see how it feels gross, but it doesn't like. I want to take a shower, but I don't.
No, it
like,
makes my skin crawl.
Like it really bothers
Oh,
you.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people? I've heard this before. What are they called? The microfiber cloths?
Oh, I can't do it.
Can't do them?
No, they stick to my hands.
See, yeah, that one doesn't bother me.
Oh, I hate it. I can't stand it. Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, and I think all of us have like varying degrees of tism, you know, like there's all a spectrum of whatever. I think like mine's pretty low, you know, but there are things, you know, but there are definitely things. For me, it's socks. Like if they don't fit perfect, like if there's like, I hate the feeling when like I'm doing it right now to illustrate, but like when like the fabric gets like
stuck
in
in between
between
your
the
toe?
toes, hate it, and like
I'm not happy with
and
that.
then if you get like a pair of socks that lose the elastic and like are like floppy around the top.
Oh, that's gross.
Like, yeah, not only is it gross, but it just like it has this like I don't know. I have a visceral like thing to that. Like I just like you know it. Yeah,
if
Mine's-
toe socks weren't such a pain in the ass to wear and like put on all the time, I would like them. I would like them a lot more.
See, I don't think I would actually.
Oh, I like the way it fits.
Is that similar to how we both like our fingerless gloves? Is that maybe in the same ballpark?
I like fingerless gloves because I like how it feels having like a covering on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
But I also can't. I have like no tactile feeling in gloves, so I don't like that.
No, and that's the same. Like we've talked about it before. Like I have to wear them at work because I can't. I need the tactile feeling to be able to coil cable, for instance, like XLR audio cable. I need to be able to like if I'm doing an over under.
It just slips around too much in the glove.
Like the glove, I just can't. Yeah, I just can't feel it. You know, and so I can't do it right. Like it. So it's more out of necessity. Speaking of which, my hands are absolutely destroyed from the last couple of weeks. Partly from work, partly from cutting a cantaloupe the other day, And I got a new knife for Christmas. It's wicked sharp, and I really got myself good on my thumb right here. It's healing now.
Yeah.
But like all week, I did it like last weekend, and then all week I'm like moving shit, and I kept opening it, because it just wasn't it.
It just couldn't heal enough.
Because I kept like hitting it and bumping it.
Yeah.
So I started doing this thing. I do a Band-Aid, or I have that liquid bandage stuff, so I put some of that on there, which stings like hell, by the way.
Yeah.
Put that on there, and then what I was doing, because I kept bumping it, and I would be bleeding all over the place, which is like pretty embarrassing at work too. Like you're trying to like do work, and you're just like bleeding all over shit, and like kind of gross when you're working with people. So what I was doing, and tell me if you've done this before, because you work in kitchens, and I'm sure you're a lot more versed in this than myself. I know they make those like finger condoms. Like you see them in like first aid kits a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like those like little tiny condoms that you can put on your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I was essentially like, I don't have any more of those because I used them. I was taking like latex gloves and cutting the fingers off the gloves and putting them over.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to wear the whole glove all day, right? But I just
right.
like, so I would just cut like the thumb off, right? And then I would just put the thumb and then kind of like roll it on, and then I use a piece of electrical tape to keep it there. And have you ever done stuff like that? Is that like, what do you guys do in kitchens? Because I must imagine that happens a lot, right?
I mean, usually, okay. So in good kitchens, you just have like 1,000 Band-Aids all the time, and you keep your med kit like restocked and fully operational.
I know it was poor like knife technique the way I did it. Like if you're very like good at what you do, you probably get cut a lot less. Good knife etiquette and whatever, right? I was tired. I was not like in a great state of mind. I was honestly a bit hungover. I'm gutting this cantaloupe. And, with cantaloupe, it's like kind of awkward. You got to do like the the curve and everything. So and I got this brand new knife, and I just did it wrong, and it slipped, and it's like, got me. But I imagine like even the best chefs or best cooks or like whatever, right? Like prep cooks or whatever, they must still get that quite a bit, right?
Here and there. I mean, I'll probably get like 2 or 3 a year where I just like
that's it.
Ding myself pretty good. I think the last one that got me really good was the knife I was using had like a pretty pronounced like the butt of the blade, like the back end of that blade, was pretty sharp. Through and through, and I came back into my hand.
Ooh.
And just like jammed myself pretty good. But yeah, probably like between like 2 and 4 times a year, I give myself a nice nick. And
is it weird to you that my first instinct is to put it in my mouth?
No,
like it's.
I would, but I'm at work, so
like,
you can't put anything in your mouth. Like
true, yeah. I'm at home when I cut my thumb. I'm like, like.
No, I think that's pretty normal.
Is that normal? Yeah.
My big thing at work is like I'll usually just grab a towel, but the problem is sometimes those towels are just like they're gross anyways.
That's more gross than my mouth.
Yeah, so it's like I'm putting like, oh, this towel mopped up like. I did chicken. I prepped chicken right here, so like, oh, this towel now has like salmonella in it, and I'm just jamming it in an open wound.
That's got to be bad. Like, what happens if you put salmonella in your wound?
Nothing. I don't think, because I'm still here, and I've done it hundreds of times. But my first reaction usually is like, just grab something and just cover it, and then walk away from where I'm at and hope that I didn't. The biggest thing that I'm usually upset about is like you'll bleed in whatever you're prepping, and then you can't use it.
Yeah.
So you have to scrap it and then do it again. So I'm like, fuck, and now I got to do more work, and because I'm hurt now, I have to do it slower.
Do you ever? Yeah, that's the whole working slower. Like that's what was annoying me all week. Like
that
it
sucks.
Like because like it was just like, oh fuck, this is a hindrance. Because I got this thing, like a couple things. I got when I broke my collarbone years back, I'm already kind of limited with my right arm, which is my dominant hand, right? So now I tend to use sometimes my left hand for a lot of stuff, like to like for lifting, right? Well, if it's covered in cuts and I'm bleeding, then that obviously limits me with that. So it slows me down there and like, just all that. But then I remember once, like, it reminded me when you were saying that about like, you know, with food prep and cutting your hand and if bleeding on something. I remember my granddad years and years ago when I was a little kid. And I remember him, like, he cut himself when he was peeling potatoes for whatever. He was helping my mom in the kitchen for, like, a Thanksgiving or, like, Christmas dinner or whatever. And
yeah.
He was, he's cutting, and he got himself. And I remember seeing, like, the blood all over the potato. And I remember my mom just washing it off, of course, and just, like, and I'm sure it's fine, but I'm like, I ain't eating those potatoes. I ain't fucking eat.
No mashed potatoes this year.
No,
I'm gonna skip.
yeah. Like, you ever do that at work, or you just, like, no one saw it, like,
no, I mean, there's potential that like I've definitely like given people my blood food,
blood food,
but usually
blood food is
There's potential.
Would you rather have blood food or doo-doo food?
Blood food.
Blood food all day long. 100%.
I probably won't get sick.
Can you get AIDS? Can you get AIDS from blood food?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can get AIDS through like ingestion.
I don't know.
I mean, it sounds like a pretty pervasive disease. So I mean, I don't want to.
If you were to suck an AIDS dick,
AIDS,
you get AIDS, right?
Yeah, because it's sexually transmitted.
Right, but
wait,
but if you have AIDS,
no, hold on,
and you eat it,
AIDS is in my blood, right?
Uh-huh.
So is it also in my sperm, like my semen?
I think it's in both.
Or is it just like, does AIDS just live on my dick?
I think if you've got cuts on your dick or your anus cuts, then you get
like the micro tears
from
a wiener in there?
Uh-huh. I think that's part of it. Is it in the semen too?
Hold on. Let me...
I don't know. Maybe we're wrong. Now I'm doubting it. I don't know if AIDS is in
are there
the
more
semen.
Diseases in my semen than I know?
Maybe. This is an educational show, folks. This is why we do this, to educate the people, right? I think it's part of what we do.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Hold on. I got to ask it one more question.
You chat GPT in this?
No, I'm just asking
Googles.
Google directly.
What's it saying about the semen? Is AIDS in the semen?
Okay, so here's how fucked you are. One, AIDS does live in your blood, so you can
I knew that part.
Transmit it through blood. It also lives in your semen.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So
it's in there too. Okay.
So if you sperm up and somebody, they can get it that way.
Uh-huh.
And AIDS can infect the cells on your penis. So just penis contact.
Just penis contact?
You could I guess it can live on your penis and then through mucous membrane interaction and like a vagina or an anus.
So I could get AIDS from sucking an AIDS dick.
You definitely 100% could.
Wow.
Mouth AIDS.
Mouth AIDS.
I think it's all just one thing, but you have it in the mouth.
Yeah. It's definitely...
Your mouth would get so sick.
So sick. So sick.
Or your mouth would become Magic Johnson. I don't know which.
What would that do? A good basketball player.
I'm sure someone's made the joke like it must suck for Magic Johnson to have AIDS because now Johnson ain't so magic no more.
Yeah. I mean, he did have the perfect porn star name, right?
Magic. Oh yeah, literally the best one ever.
The best one ever.
Yeah, Magic Johnson,
and that's why he got the AIDS
because he was
fucking.
You think he got it from a dude?
Nah, he was just fucking anything. All the hoes like back in those days. Those, what do they call? Because like, all right, so it's like rink rats for hockey. What do they call it in
in basketball?
Yeah, in basketball.
Basketball bunnies? I don't know.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Hoopos?
Oh,
shit,
son. That's good.
Hoopos.
Hoopos. I like that. That's good. It does look like you're drinking a Colt 45, which I like, even though it's not.
It's Fiji water.
You know, it makes me feel better, right?
Oh, yeah.
It makes me feel more at home that it looks like you're drinking.
You want me to slur it up a little bit, too?
Yeah.
You want me to go on a belligerent rant?
I mean, well, yes. I mean, are we going to lose these? Or
I mean, I haven't been on a good alcohol-inspired rant in years.
We'll get him back, though, folks. Don't worry, folks. We'll
Once
get
I
him
get
back.
in better health, I'll get back to drinking and ruin my health again.
Yeah. I mean, it's my goal for 2026 to make Mikey great again.
Here's the deal: if I get down to 200 pounds in the next year, I'll start drinking again.
All right, deal. I'm going to put you on a treadmill tomorrow.
If Mike B loses 80 pounds and then starts drinking again,
Yes.
he becomes a monster.
Yes. Guys, if you are listening live right now over at Twitch, twitch.tv/ONRS live, feel free to give us a call over at 407-906-6466. Mikey has been given a new job. He's in charge he's in charge of the phone lines now.
I worked for 12 fucking hours a day, and I gotta come here and work again.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about work. Let's talk a little bit about work because I got a new job.
Yeah, I heard it's fun.
So here's the thing. I am. It's. Well, let's just say it's been an adjustment, Mikey. I've always been hourly in my career. I've always been an hourly employee, and I've never been a boss before. Okay.
Not like me. All I do is boss shit.
Well, you've been a boss plenty of times. You've
always the boss.
Always. Now I've been a lead. I've been a lead before, but I've never been like a boss, right? Now I've got like this. I don't even know what my title is, to be quite frank. But all I know is I'm running a whole warehouse, and I've got two jabronis underneath.
Stooges.
Yeah, I got two stooges. Now these two stooges, they've been at the job for 7-8 months, okay? But they've been left to the kind of their own devices.
It's never a good idea, but
with like minimal interaction from like even my higher ups now. Like every once in a while they'll come down and give them some some direction or what have you. That's kind of why they brought me on, because they weren't.
We're sick of sending someone. We want someone to be full-time down there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Not only that, it's like we need to whip these boys into shape. And they're both nice guys. But I caught them at the exact wrong age. Sometimes it would have been, all right, hear me out. So if it was someone essentially our age, there would be a camaraderie there.
Yeah.
There would be something I could relate with them, and I think like maybe some respect and like like a mutual respect type thing. And I think that would work.
Also, a little bit of pressure because you're 40, and if you're still at the bottom of any totem pole at 40,
you're not doing great.
You're not doing great.
So pretty easy for me to boss that person around a little bit. Then of course, if they are in their, let's say, early to mid 20s, they haven't been jaded yet. They're moldable, right? Like they haven't got all the bad habits. They've got these. I've got a 30 and a 32-year-old.
Oh, it's terrible ages.
It's the exact wrong age, right? It's the exact wrong age.
Well, okay, so you've had just enough. You've had a decade of probably a decade to a decade and a half of experience working. So there's a real chance you could just be disenfranchised to the whole idea of like, oh, I gotta like, I'm going in to work for some guy, and now they just brought in a new guy who's directly over top of me. So now I'm kind of like, well, fuck that. Like, not fuck you, but also
no, they're definitely not fuck me, but there's definitely a little bit of resentment for sure.
Yeah, I mean, listen, anytime they bring someone into a position that's either been just open or just created, and they're like, oh, well, why didn't they pick one of the two of us.
And let's be clear, they created this position specifically for me. Like it was they had a need, right? Because of like what they want to do and where they want to grow in my experience and all that type of stuff. Like I was a very good fit, and the timing was just perfect with me getting laid off from the last job to this one. But they wouldn't have like, if I had not reached out to this company and had not had the experience I had with this company, they wouldn't have been hiring someone off the street at this point for this. This was kind of like it fell in my lap in a lot of ways, right? To the point where let me tell you this. So week one is I just finished my second week on Friday, right? So I'm 2 weeks in. Week one, I've got the owner of the company comes down. He wants to do their reviews, but also wants to like, kind of, meet with me and all that. Of course, great. And then one of the project managers underneath him, who's like kind of second in command, he's there as well to kind of help on board me. He's kind of like the de facto head of HR, if you will, because it's only a 10-person company. Like, everybody's doing like wearing many hats, shall we say. And
that's a dangerous terminology in the workforce. Oh, I don't like that one.
They said that one too, and like that was either way. There's a few people I'm interacting with, and in the facility that I'm working at, it's a very nice facility. It's got a front office, and then it's got a warehouse shop in the back, and a couple offices. One for, even though the owner is never there, he's like, ego wise, he has to have his office.
I have a big office,
right? In the like that he visits once a year. Kind of stupid. But the second office is what became my office, but it was where the two guys previously were basically camping out. It was their office, shared office. They both had fold-up tables, and like there was no like real desk in there. It was like a ragtag, just kind of like where they'd hang out and watch YouTube videos on their company laptops and that type of thing. Like, and definitely like not do a lot of work. And they were in there for a long time.
That's never good, but
right. So it's like second or third day. And they have been told that I will be taking that office. They have made no effort, of course, to move any of their stuff.
They're not gonna.
They're not gonna.
They weren't gonna.
No, they weren't gonna. And they're in there for start time's 9:00, and we're all there. I'm of course early because I'm trying to be, hey, Mr. I'm brand new.
I'm the new guy.
I'm the new guy, but I'm also like in charge. Like I got to be there early.
Yeah.
So I'm there before them, and I'm kind of like, I'm doing stuff like kind of just, making some notes about some changes, and I'm kind of working in the warehouse. Like I'm not doing like a ton of stuff, but I'm kind of like getting my ideas, and like, but they're in the office until past lunch. So
doing what?
Who knows? But of course I'm taking mental note of this. And the one guy eventually comes out, and he's like, "Hey, so like, what do you think of the shop?" Like, I'm like, "Well, there's a lot that needs to be done. Like it's a lot to be improved on."
And wait, so when they show up at what, 8?
9?
Mm-hmm. And they spent the first over 3 hours.
Over 3, probably closer to 4. And then he finally comes. And only one of them comes out to like, see what I'm doing. And then I just say to him, I'm like, "Hey man, this whole like hanging out in the office thing, that's not gonna fly.
That can't happen, bro.
That's not gonna happen." Oh, I guess that's fair. I'm like, yeah, you're being paid.
It is.
It's very fair.
Super fair.
You're being paid. And so the director of operations comes down the following day. We have this conversation. I talk with him, and he's like, "Yeah, you're supposed to have that office. They haven't moved out of there yet." I'm like, "No, go look." Sure enough, they haven't moved out. And he's like, "Okay, do you mind staying like a few minutes late today?" I'm like, "Sure." So they leave. We move it's all his idea.
Yeah.
And I'm not I don't think this was like the greatest execution of the plan. Now, did they need to get out of the office? Yes. But could it have been handled a lot better? Yes.
Could you have made them do it themselves?
Yes. And that's what I would have done. No, he's like, as soon as they leave, we're going to basically move all their shit out. We're going to put it on a couple of rolling carts. They're going to have a mobile rolling cart workstation, like no chair, no desk, no phone.
You don't need one.
Nope. And they don't. To be honest with you,
yeah,
they don't. But
figured that one out.
So we do that, and I'm just like, I'm like, man, I really don't feel great about this. I'm like, here's what's up. Like, I don't want to be like sitting in my new office and they come in tomorrow morning and they come, like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? So I'm like, I'm going to be strategically about 20 minutes late tomorrow.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes. And it was about 15 minutes, late. And I get a text as I'm on my way, like 5 minutes away. He's like, don't worry about it. I told the guys it's your office now. I put your name on the door. Everything's cool. He's like, pretend that, I did it on my own. And act surprised when you get in. Like,
yeah.
To the office. And that's what I did. But it was so awkward, man. It's like, he's like, hey, man, I got you this, and like all in front of him. Like, it's your office. I'm buying you this desk. It should be here, in a couple of days.
Don't do that.
I got you. He's like, let me know what sort of chair you want. We're going to get you this new chair. He's like, hey, and if we're going to, he's like, we got some extra tables. Like, we could make it look real nice. And if you want to like decorate it, you do whatever you want. And like, all in front of these guys. Like, fuck, dude.
Why are they
you
doing
are
this?
You are not making my life any easier.
No, you're not, and you're not making me look good.
No.
You're not making me like I'm supposed to be your boss, but now I'm just being apparently a dickhead.
A dick.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was a bit rough. But I mean, and this is gonna sound old man, like, God damn it. But they're lazy. You know what I mean? And here's the deal. The only way I can get them to work is if I work. Right? So all of a sudden, now I've got this position where I'm supposed to be supervising them doing this stuff, but they've been doing it so incorrectly and so half-assedly for so long, I've got to basically retrain them.
Correct everything.
And correct everything and reprogram them in a lot of ways, right? So now it feels like I'm doing more work than they are doing, which I am doing. I am doing way more work.
That too.
I'm doing way more work than they're doing. Now, hopefully that will change over time.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden it's like I'm the boss and I've done more work than I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Is that about right? For where?
I mean, that's how it is a lot of the times with me. And okay, so especially in restaurants right now, a lot of people are so understaffed that you can't. It's hard to tell people like, hey, like, get this done, because everyone is just like one wrong question or one heavy ask away from just going, man, this isn't worth it. Like,
fuck this.
Fuck, I quit.
Yeah.
So for a long time, you've kind of had to be like, hey, you're going to be doing this, and this today.
Yeah.
I hope that's okay.
Yeah, it feels like rather than I'm just like, it feels like I'm asking them, like, could you do this, rather than being like, hey, this is what you need to do today.
And it's gotten better because for the past like couple, maybe like month or two, I've been able to just focus that in and get everyone kind of on my side, because but it's like you said, I basically just had to work a whole bunch and show them like, hey, I'm here working too. So if I ask you to do something, please understand it's just because I'm doing like 2 or 3 other things. Can you please do this for me? Help me out here.
Right.
But man, just like totally just taking where they've been dicking around, even if that's the case, and just being like, oh, I surprised the new boss by kicking you all out in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah. And then you could just tell, like, the vibe was just like, ugh, like the rest of the next couple of days. And I've done what I can too. Like I bought them a Keurig, like, out of my own pocket. Like, I'm sure I could have got it at expense to the company, but I'm like, no, this is fucked up. Like, there's not even a coffee pot in this bitch. Like, let's do something. Bought some paper plates and some just necessities for, like, hey, we gotta work here. Like, this is kind of bullshit. Like, that they haven't even had this type of stuff, right? So I've at least done that, and then I know one of the guys is a big soccer fan, right? And he watches all the games that are on overseas, and he's constantly like, half-assing, not doing his job, but he's got it on his phone and he's got his earbud in and half doing his job while he's watching the thing. I'm like, hey man, I know you like soccer. Well, we work at an AV company. I'm like, we can set up a projector, so while you're working, we can have a game on in the background. Yeah. And his eyes lit up. It was just, really? We could do that?
Yeah. If we get the work done.
Yeah. As long as you're working while the game's on, I don't care. Now, you can't be just sitting there watching the game.
Yeah.
But, we can
put it on.
Well, we can put it on. That's not a problem. But, and it, little thing like that, I think I did the right thing, Like, it's like trying to mend those fences in a way and give them, I don't know, give them something, so like they did just get their little hangout room taken away from them, and I don't know.
Well, I mean, a lot of that does sound familiar in that, like, there are times where you'll come in and, things will change like that. And you do have to if you come in and you just heavy hand it and just go like, we're changing things and this is the way things are going to be now. You run the risk of just losing losing your employees.
They'll just quit.
They'll either just quit or
they'll just milk it and not do anything.
Yeah, they're not going to. A lot of people just don't respond. I've never really had it respond well when a new manager would just show up and be like, hey, we're changing shit. And no explanations. It's changing. Learn the difference, and we're moving on that way.
My whole thing is, if I'm gonna change, I said this. I'm like, I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel. I'm not gonna try and change things overnight. But when we change things, it's going to be for a reason, and I will let you know the reason.
Yeah.
Like my whole thing is, we will change things for efficiency. I want to change things to make your life easier and my life easier.
Right.
And they seem like they're on board with that. But again, I think it set me off on the wrong foot with that whole office thing, just starting off, the way it did.
Yeah. That sounded like it was a recipe for just making it a tough start. But if you can win them back though, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, and again, little things like the projector thing, the game thing, right? Like, and I'm building that trust, and it seems like they do actually generally like me, and like now they probably are not loving the fact that they're having to work now, like triple the amount of work, if not more,
right,
than they have been doing. But this is why I was hired. This is because they want things done correctly, and and if they do things correctly more often, then that work will actually decrease, because the amount of fixing things and troubleshooting and getting things in order, well, that's going to get less and less and less the more we do that. And now it'll become easier.
You're just doing little
time.
Bits every day. You're
right.
Just reorganizing small things.
Yep.
It does suck. I mean, every restaurant that I've come into as a manager, they've been like, yeah, man, we need this laundry list of things addressed. Because usually when there is a management change, there was a period before the change where the reason they're getting rid of managers,
It wasn't going well.
things weren't going well, and so more than likely,
It seems very similar to what that's kind of why I wanted to bring it up to you, because I know you've sort of been through this.
yeah. There's always a period of time before that manager gets pulled or gets fired or gets swapped somewhere else where things just aren't going well. So usually you come in and there's a mess of some sort.
Right.
Whether it's a physical, like in a restaurant, it'll just be like, oh, well, yeah, the cooler's a mess because like nobody's really been looking at it or taking time to we've been keeping food in there and we've been keeping things ordered properly, but we're not really like doing any cleaning and we're not like mopping out the cool.
That whole first in, what is it? First in, first out,
Yeah.
all that. Like, yeah.
So you usually have to come in and be like, okay, guys, like I know things have been kind of lax for the last month because you were in the middle of changing chefs or you didn't have a chef or whatever the issue is. But now that I'm here, we have to start doing this stuff again.
Right.
And then there's generally a little bit of pushback of like, oh, well, we haven't really been doing that for the last month. I know. Because nobody was making you do it.
And now I'm here.
And now I have to make you do it.
Yeah, because I don't have a job if you don't do your job.
And this is the first job where I'm trying a different approach of like, I used to get really mad about things and then be like, fine, fuck you guys, I'll just do it. If I do it, I know it's done the way it's supposed to and I'm happy with it. But then I'm also here endlessly.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing that I'm trying to avoid, right? Is because I still value my time. I still value my home life. I still value like my life in general, right? Like I don't want to be these guys are getting paid.
Yeah.
I should not be doing their job, right? And that's what I'm trying to like get I'm trying to avoid. Like I'm being paid for a different reason than they're getting paid. Like it's just like I know I have to do a bit now, but over time it's like, hey man, like you know how to do this. You've been shown how to do this. You know how we do things here. This is it, like, and if you're not doing it, well, that's going to be a problem,
Well, and like I said, like that's why with this job, I'm just trying to be like, hey guys, like you got to do this. Like we got to get this room cleared out. Like we got to take all these shelves down and just be like, I'm not doing it. It's not my job.
Yeah.
My job is to make sure that you guys do what I'm asking you to do.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Yeah.
I'm going to be here and I'm going to prep and I'm going to help you and make sure that the shifts run smoothly. But what I'm not going to do is do the work I'm giving to you.
That's it.
I'm just not doing that.
Yeah, and that's where I need to find my balance, I think, is exactly that. It's going to take time. I realized, like very quickly that the perfect job doesn't exist.
I think
just in general though, it's like in any industry, in anything, like you hear Tom and Dan, our friends Tom and Dan talk about it, right? They do what they love. They operate their own, podcasting and radio empire and they're their own bosses.
But it still sucks.
But it still sucks. It's still work. There is no such thing as a perfect job, I don't think. Is there? Does it exist anywhere?
I think it's got to be one of those things where it's like,
excuse me.
I think when the last time somebody asked me like, oh, like what? I mean, if you're gonna, I was upset and was like, I'm gonna fucking quit the hospitality. I'm out. Like, well, but what are you gonna do? I'm like, well, I don't know. Do they pay people like smoke weed and pet dogs?
Yeah, right.
And they're like, I don't think there's a huge market
drinking and jerking off all day would be a great job.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I think even if you got a job like doing something that was enjoyable,
sure,
there are parts of it you're going to grow to not enjoy because it's forced.
100%.
Even if I think it happens
because it's a necessity for you to make a living. You still have to get up and do it. Like, even if you don't feel like doing it that day, you still have to go do that thing, even if it might be a thing that you love to do. Maybe you're a musician, you like writing songs, or like playing guitar. You still have to get up and go do it. Maybe you don't feel like doing it that day, right? Like,
that's the thing. Now that it's your job, now it's something that you have to do. You know,
and it makes you almost resent that thing that you love.
I think even if you go with things that you love, then you just grow to hate them because it's like, well, now it's not a thing I love because I have to do it when I don't want to.
The reason I kind of bring this up too, are you familiar? You remember the show Top Gear back in the day? Yeah. The British one, not the American.
The American one was dog garbage.
Shit. And then they did the Grand Tour, and then and now that's even ended. So you got Jeremy Clarkson, who's the main guy, I would say. He's got a new series on Amazon. It's actually been out for a few years. Clarkson's Farm, right? So he's a multi-millionaire. Actually, look up his net worth, Jeremy Clarkson. I never looked it up. Be interested to see how much that dude made.
It's got to be like crazy high, right?
Yeah, it's got to be crazy high. I mean, I'll throw it out there and say probably 30, 40 million, somewhere in there.
Oh, you're low.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Estimated to be around 70 mil.
Okay. There you go, right?
That's a lot of money. That's a boatload of fucking money.
Now, he legitimately bought a ton of land and started a farm. Like, he's big.
Like a regular farm? Like
a farm. Like, they've got pigs, they've got cows, they've got
like old McDonald's.
Barley, like, a farm. And yeah, he's got the money to burn on it, but he's, it's a pet project, but it's also still, he wants to make money doing it. He wants to have a successful farm. And it's a job for him now. And you can see kind of like over the course of like the series, like how much it's like, this is very mentally taxing. This is definitely like not an enjoyable process all the time, even though he's got the money to sustain it. Now he's going into his secondary thing where he wants to start a pub and wants to basically buy an old pub. Part of all of his why he's doing this is because a lot of the homegrown, a lot of old school British culture was based around was like old school farms and old school like farm to table and old school and it's very much disappeared from British culture. And so he's wanting to like start pubs back up, and like pubs are very much declining in the UK because it's just a cultural shift. People are drinking less, and there's people going out less. There's it's an internet society, and it's like
well, I mean, and I assume that the UK isn't unaffected by like just the general rising of prices across the board.
Absolutely. It's almost affecting them as much as it is with us. Like, they have their own tariff wars and trade wars and their own situations that I'm not super privy to the actual the nickels and dimes of, but it's a very serious thing. And so he's doing a lot of this out of kind of like a goodwill thing to reestablish some of those those things back into culture.
And correct me if I'm wrong, probably the last 2 to 3 decades, Weatherspoons, isn't it?
Yeah.
Has been kind of just buying up.
Monopolizing and
buying up
corporatizing
pubs
all the pubs across.
Once it owns 2 or 3 in town, you can start closing
the
of
real
them.
Pubs. Yes. The village pubs and all that type of stuff. And he made a great point. He's like, if the everything's becoming so corporatized in these little villages, used to be you had your town doctor, your town dentist, your town barber, your town this, your town that, and obviously more and more chains, more and more corporatization takes all of that away, and the pub's the last bastion of that. If you don't have any of that, well then what makes a village, right? Like, there is no village anymore.
Where's your society?
It's just literally a group of people living in the same type of area because you have no community. You're not talking together. You're not, And I do think it's super interesting in that regard, but to me, owning a pub would be the greatest life and job, but only if you were rich and weren't
working.
And weren't even if you were working, that's fine. Even it would be great if you weren't reliant on the income.
Oh,
of
so
that.
the pub could do shitty and nobody care. You didn't
Right.
care because you're.
But that's the only way to
independently
actually. That's
wealthy.
in my opinion. That's the only way to actually enjoy that lifestyle or that job.
But again, like even if the pub doesn't have to do good, for the pub to stay open, you
Right.
still have to do maintenance. You
Yeah.
still have to do all. You still have to do.
Someone has to clean
so
the bar.
much.
Someone has to clean the whole place.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like yeah.
Like you can't just show up every day, like serve a
Hey,
bunch of drinks,
yeah, hang out and serve the
booze,
drinks. Right.
and then be like, "All right, everyone, go home," and walk out with everyone and lock the door behind you. Like that's how you end up with a shitty, ratty pub.
That's how you get the show with John Taffer, that bar rescue show. Like, because there's so many of those owners that like
But-
basically just treat it like that, right?
You know, he started his own restaurant.
There's one in town, isn't there?
Yeah, Tapper's Tavern.
Have you been there?
No, but my my good friend and like my boss, not boss anymore.
Well,
Uh,
used to be boss.
My used to be boss. His wife actually is in management there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like headhunted her and were like,
No
"Hey, we want
kidding.
you to come and work for this." And
Where is it?
it's on iDrive.
Is it any good? Or from what you've heard?
I mean, from what I've heard, it just feels like the most corporate
That's what I would guess.
because everything he's so hard on like standards and like
Sure.
standardizing all this stuff so that everyone knows and works the same and does the same.
And in a way, that is a good thing, but it sucks the soul, I would imagine, out of an establishment. Like if you like, it's the Weatherspoons effect, right? You're
Basically.
taking the soul out of the pub. You're taking the soul. Is it? I'm guessing it's just like an American sports bar type
Yeah.
thing, like
And
nothing
it's
special.
Elevated bar food is probably what it is.
Mhm. Probably some great wings, some great burgers.
Yeah, I mean,
some-
and that's the thing. Everything's going to be done like
Really
really well. At least initially, until like the second and third wave
Yeah.
of like employees
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in.
yeah. And it gets bastardized a little bit. And
Yeah,
like,
or-
if he's not got his finger on the brand, like he lets it slip, like
It'll-
and it will. That always happens.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's going to be a weird place to. I think it'd just be a weird place to work.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like if you take the heart out of all these little places and then just replace it with standards and practices.
Yeah. I mean, in some ways, you need certain establishments like that to have their faults. It's like, yeah, they got great wings, but don't get the burger. It sucks. Like the cook doesn't know how to like season the burger, or like, yeah, their beers, like get one from the bottle because their taps are always a little bit weird. But we love it here because it's got a vibe, like there are, like I've definitely frequented places like that, and there's a reason that you do because they have a charm to them, right? Yeah. It's interesting. It's I guess it's kind of finding the balance of those things.
Yeah, I think trying to take all these, like we'll use the English pub example, like trying to take all these things which were once just basically community centers.
Yeah.
If you're
The
looking at
public house. I mean, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're taking these places that for a large part of the adult population was like, this is where I get all of my social activity from. Like I work in a job that probably doesn't allow it or doesn't make it conducive to be social. So yeah, I can only talk to this guy and air like,
I need a place to go and vent, or I need a place to go and have some socialization after work. We don't really like. That is something, and
we're losing it.
We're losing it. Obviously, in the UK, we're losing it, like we're talking about. But we've lost it a long time ago, I think, in the United States. And you brought up the term community centers. They used to be a thing. Like they like. When was the last time you stepped foot in a community center? When I was a child.
Yeah.
Like
dude, I drove by I was in Titusville a couple weeks ago for like the holidays.
Yeah.
And I was leaving, and
I mean, we have them. There's one down the road from us, like type thing. Like I know where one is, but what even is going on there, right? Like
a lot of them, I think, are closed.
Yeah, you're right.
They've been just wholly gutted of all sort of like budgets and any money in them. So there's nothing left. There's no programs to run because there's no money for them.
It's why I mean I kind of love what my wife does. My wife, Teresa, she works at the YMCA.
Yeah,
and that was one of the reasons that she like was so enamored with the organization. Even though we're neither of us are like, I mean, we're pretty much atheists. It's a Christian organization, but they're not. But it's not like that. They don't beat. It's really not like beat over the head with any of the religion or anything. But she just loved the community aspect about it, and I can see it in her what she's got with her why. Like anytime that we're out, right? Like if we're at the pub or we're grocery shopping or whatever, she sees someone in the neighborhood like. Oh, hey, see you, like there is that, like, that is so much more than realistically, like, most people have. Like, I do actually have a couple pubs in a bar that I go to. Like, I do get that, so I'm slightly different, but most people don't, like, I'm lucky because I can walk into my pub and they're like, hey, Owen, and I'm like, hey, Dan, and hey, like, I know all the guys in there, and hey, like, I know everyone, right? Like, but that's not common anymore, and it's kind of sad, like, that there's, and take the drinking part out of it, right? Like, if like, I like drinking, so that's where I'm gonna get my social aspect, but just in general. No one, like, where is that even happening? And I don't think it's happening much of anywhere.
Well, here's the thing. I think instead of people, like, finding it in their own community, now it's all interest and hobby based. Like, the people you hang out with are the people that you like. Okay, so I go to a gym.
That might be one for some people. Sure.
I have my friends at the gym. I know for guys like me, we find like a comic shop or a game store.
But you're not hanging out at the comic shop for hours on end and playing like tabletops with people, are you?
I mean, if I had a different job, I would.
Yeah. Okay, maybe. Yeah.
But that's the thing. I think,
like, for instance, Ty has his D&D groups. You have yours. Like, I mean, that's
where I get my socialization.
Sure.
Because
and this what we're doing right now, right?
Because my job is a lot of younger people. Yeah. Now, thankfully, there are people at my job that are my age who I can hang out and talk with. But most of the employees at my job are 10 to 20 years younger than me,
and you can't relate. I'm sure. Like it's hard, or it's hard to.
It's just you have to work. You have to find things and like find ways to relate your lives together because you live vastly different lives than these kids.
Yeah.
And I don't want to sound like an old man or a boomer or anything, but like the stuff they are into
sucks.
I just don't know it.
Nah, it sucks. Like I'm not into anime. Like I'm not into, like I'm never gonna be.
The thing is, I like anime. I'm okay with it, but I don't keep track of it. And they're like, "Oh, did you watch this brand new anime?" I'm like, "No, dude, I haven't watched a brand new anime in over 20 years." The anime I rewatched the same animes I watched in high school and college because
you're into anime, but you're into 20-year-old anime.
Yeah,
like you're not into
the genre has changed. Like there's a lot of stuff that goes on in anime anymore that I just don't. It's not interesting.
Well, I mean, even my coworkers, my subordinates,
employees, your subordinates is probably the best term.
They're talking about like they're into
lackeys.
My stooges. They're into basketball, right? And I was just like, oh, cool. Like maybe I can relate. Like I'm like, I haven't watched the Magic in Like, I'm like, do you know Penny Hardaway? Like, what's going on with
Do we still
remember
have
Dwight Howard? What's he
Dwight
doing?
Howard?
Like, yeah.
No.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's gone along. It's stuff like that, though. It's like, fuck. Like, you're close. I guess maybe, like, in saying that, too, sports is something that does bring people together, and people will kind of have, like...
It might be the
they
last,
might go to
mainstream.
games and, like... well, that and church.
Ugh.
I know. It's
Blech.
a different sect of it, but that would be the last bastion of that community that we're talking about, right?
Football is my religion.
Do you think it's easier? Do you think it's easier with kids? I think it is, like, for that to occur, because like you meet other parents that have kids their age, your kids their age, and then like you're doing, especially if you're like you both have kids and you're both into sports, right? Like your kids are both playing youth football or youth basketball.
Oh, cool. So yeah,
and then like
I make friends that way.
Yeah, I think that might be part of it.
I think the kids aspect does make it easier, because like now any adult could be your friend as long as your kids are friends, because if your kids are friends, then it's like you kind of have to interact with each other.
Sure.
Because at some point your kids are probably going to want to hang out together, and until they're a certain age, like until they're in their late teens, they can't do that on their own.
Right.
Unless you live next door. So
for a certain period you have it.
And then
it probably drifts away, or and then maybe you make some friends out of it, and then you have, wine nights or whatever, whiskey nights with the dads, or like stuff like that. I'm sure happens.
But again, I think most of socialization now has turned into like, what do you do, instead of like, hey, I find my socialization in these bars, in these community centers, because they're not as big as they used to be. Now it's like, what do you watch on the internet? What media do you consume?
Well, I mean, I was just about to say too, like that's why I think we both, like, it's how we met was through the podcast community, right? So we were at least lucky to, like, when the Orlando podcast community was thriving,
right,
through, our friends Tom and Dan, but like why the BDM community and why the podcast community, like-minded individuals that, their friendships were like lifelong friendships have been made. Like, not just with me and you, but, both of us have, multiple people that we've met through those communities that I think that I'll probably know for the rest of my lives.
Yeah, like Sam and Trav. I've known them for the better part of I think at least a decade, if not more.
Absolutely.
And now, great people, and I will probably continue to know them. Yeah. Until we're probably in our 50s, 60s, or they move away, or But yeah, it's 100%. I think it's become a lot more interest driven than like, hey, we live in the same neighborhood, because all I hear from people is like, oh, I don't say hello to my neighbor. Like he exists on that side of the fence. I exist on this side of the fence, and we don't.
Sort of related, but sort of different. And I know you've been going through your own stuff. We won't get into it tonight, but can I just tell you, man, I had the saddest New Year's I've ever had. I've never not had someone to wish Happy New Year to. Like,
oh no.
My wife decided to go to bed at 10 o'clock. She had to work because she works at the Y. And of course, like New Year's Day, they want to, everybody with the resolutions and everything got to open up super early. She had to be up at seriously, she was up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and so she go to bed super early and all that. And we visited some friends earlier in the day, but I didn't want to be out on the road. It's not like I'm over the partying on New Year's thing. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it was just so weird because she's passed out. I don't want to wake her up to say Happy New Year's. The fireworks are going off at 12 o'clock at night. And it was the first time, dude, it kind of hit me. I'm just like, oh man, I got no one to
no one to call, no one to.
Well, I talked with my brother. He called me, but it was kind of a forced thing, because he could kind of gather how like, sad I was. Like just not having anybody like
I can't like do it. There's no way to do it up even a little bit big because there's
Right.
just unless I wake. You got to be like, oh, I gotta wake Teresa.
yeah.
If I want to do anything, and she's not into it because she's got to work it super
Sure.
early in the morning.
Yeah.
I
I
mean-
don't blame her. It was not her fault. It was just maybe it's a sign of the times. Maybe it's a sign of getting older, right? Like of just like, huh? Like I've always like, I'm 39 years old, 40 this year, and it was the first time that I've never, in my whole existence, not had someone in person to give a kiss to and say Happy New Year. It was just weird, I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, I will say probably for the past couple of years, it just I don't really enjoy New Year's. I never really have. I did as
It's
a
never been
younger
huge
guy
thing for me, but
I remember going like to downtown Orlando
I never did
to
that.
try and like hang out with people.
Well, you
on
were just
New
trying to
Year's.
bone, probably.
Yeah, I think that's a fair amount of what it was. But also, I just knew people who were going to be downtown, and I knew that there was going to be.
Sorry,
Whoa.
just adjusting your mic. You had
Oh, you're good.
You had it off tilt. There you go.
I knew that there were going to be like friends down there, but that has been so long since I've ever even wanted to
Yeah.
like get back into that kind of crowd. It's
Well, imagine it now. Like us, like we're both like I said, I'm 39, coming up 40. You're 40, right?
I'll be 41 this year.
Us going downtown on New Year's with
what?
22-year-olds, like
Yeah,
nah,
they're gonna
dog.
be, look at these two boomers.
Like,
Go home, Grandpa.
dude. What would you even wear? Like, go try to get in a nightclub?
That's the thing. I don't want to go to a nightclub.
Yeah, but what else is there to go? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you even do?
Yeah, I would be at a loss of like, I guess. Wait, I got to pay $10 to get into any club.
Right.
So
$10? Are you kidding me?
I guess if I maybe now
20, 30, probably.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that I've never done.
Really?
Never in my life have
Paid to get into
I
a
paid
nightclub?
to be into a nightclub.
I think I've paid covers at like back booth to get into like certain like 80s nights and things like that. I've done that.
I guess maybe I have
back in the
paid
day. But it was only like $5-10. It was never like an exorbitant amount.
I think I've seen people's bills where it's like it was like $50-$60 just to get in, and then they spent another like $100 on
Yeah.
booze, and I'm like, $160 in a night just to go hang out. What the?
And thankfully we're not like, I mean, we're horny bastards, but we're not strip club horny bastards. Like
Never have
I've
been.
never
Yeah.
been. Like I think we've talked about this on the show before. Like it's just never been our thing. It's kind of weird to us. Like I feel weird. Like when I'm gonna just get a boner in a room full of other people. Like this is weird. Like,
I mean,
don't know, like,
that's not even my real
you're
issue.
fine with
It's
that
like
part.
whatever, I'll get a boner anywhere. I'm not worried
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that. Mine is like in my head, I know that these strippers aren't interested in me,
Yeah.
and
What's the point? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can see through the ruse,
Correct.
of like, you're so strong, whatever the strippers do. I don't know.
Oh, you're cute.
I've
love
only
your
been
mustache.
I've only been to 2 of them in my life.
Oh, you're cuddly. You're fat. I
Look
like
at this
it.
fat, cuddly mustache. Ooh. No, it's like the way I knew that I didn't need to be at strip clubs anymore is the second strip club I went to. We sat down.
I've only ever been to 2.
I've been to 3 in my life. But at the first one, we got scammed when we got to VIP because they're like, hey, you guys want to go to... We're like the only 2 dudes in the strip club.
Oh, God.
And they're like, you want to go to VIP? We're like, yeah. They're like, you just got to buy this bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
And
It's
they
like $400 or something stupid.
it was a $300 bottle of
Yeah,
champagne.
yeah.
And we got to VIP, and the strippers like mob rushed VIP, and in that time drank up all our champagne, I barely got any champagne, so I was pissed off about that.
Yeah, what?
And then as soon as the champagne, literally the moment that last drop of champagne went into somebody's cup,
Out of here. Yeah.
gone. The second time we went to a strip club, there was no seating. It was like a pretty packed strip club. No seating except for the 3 chairs right in front of the side stage. So now we're stuck like front row center for any stripper that comes on the little side stage pole. And they did. I had a stripper sit on my lap and I'm like holding, because I'm watching some girl dance and I'm like, oh, I'm going to tip her with these dollar bills I have. This bitch just like reaches into my wad of money and just like, ching. She's like, that's for me sitting on your lap. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm good. Like, go away. You're not going to take fucking money out of my hand. That's not going to fucking happen.
No.
And I'm like, is she going to like get me kicked out? Cause I was like, very much like, no, like we're not just taking money. Like, go away. Shoo. Go away, stripper. Yeah. Shoo.
Be gone, bitch.
Be gone, stripper.
Yeah, be gone, whore.
Bro, they've never felt welcome. I've never felt welcoming in a strip club.
I think we both relate a lot on that. For sure.
And you're right, dude. We're not strip club guys because strip club guys are just gross.
They are gross.
We're
gross, but we're not that gross.
I'm not that gross, dude.
No. Not to steal a bit, but I'm going to a little bit here. And as we wind down this week's episode of the ONRS Radio Show, there was something, again, we've mentioned them multiple times on this episode, Tom and Dan. But Dan asked on one of his last shows, he asked a question kind of to the audience and kind of to, I think whoever was in studio about having a song in your head that you kind of sing to yourself. Did you hear him talk about that?
I don't think I listened to that yet.
It might have been, I can't remember what show it was on, but it was sometime earlier this week. And he mentioned, like, I forget what his was, but essentially, like, and I knew exactly what he meant. And it's like, it's this, like, I don't know if everyone has this. I know I do. But it's kind of the sort of thing that, like, you hum to yourself in your head, or you like, it's like this little tune that goes on inside your head. And he was talking about like theme songs. I think he was talking about like 90s theme songs. One of his was a 90s. Yeah. It was like a 90s, like sitcom or theme song or whatever, And it's the sort of thing like when you're cleaning the house or whatever, like you're just going about your day to day. That you get in your head. Do you have one of those?
Not really. Like I'm not super musically like driven, so I don't really get too many.
I guess that's maybe the difference is like we'll have to ask this the time when we talk to him, see if he has one. But I've had one for years, and it's like it's kind of embarrassing, but it's also sort of sweet. Because it's, I always think of my wife when I think of it, and I made an AI version of it, and I'll play it for you right now to close out this segment. See if you know it. Like I think you'll know straight away what it is, but I'm pretty sure this song was written in the 1930s, and it was something that I definitely sang in my like elementary school choir type of thing. Like
really?
Yeah. And for whatever reason, when I'm just like bumbling about the house, it's like it's this thing that like I don't know. Like maybe I'm a maniac. Maybe I'm just curious if anybody else can relate to it. But yeah, just here you go. You know this?
Yeah.
How much I love you.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away.
This is pretty good.
Yeah. So if you have anybody out there, if you guys have any of those songs, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear what is in your head as you bumble around the house or whatever you're doing.
I would like to think it's I think the one I do get a little bit is Girl from Ipanema.
What's
like
that?
the
That's Girl from Ipanema. How do you spell that?
Ipanema.
I gotta find this. Hang on, because
Ipanema.
be on YouTube.
Gal
right?
from Ipanema, I think it is.
Gal from Ipanema.
I think so. I think that's what it is.
All right, let me see if I can find this. Gal from
Ipanema. Are we getting anything?
Maybe girl. If I did girl.
Yeah, try girl.
Yeah, let's try girl. Like, maybe it's that. Girl from. No, it keeps pulling up.
Ipanema. The girl from Ipanema.
I think I got it now.
Song by Astrid Gilberto and Stan Getz.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But I think I do a little bit of that, like.
This is exactly the type of thing I was talking about, though. This would make.
This is my song.
Yeah. Okay. This is what's good. This is in Mikey's head. Yeah.
Like when people are. You ever have those people where they're talking to you and you're literally. You're not taking anything in.
Yeah, you do it to me all the time on the show. I can see when you do it.
Yeah, you're just waiting.
I'm talking
for them to stop talking.
Yeah, me and you, and when you do that to me, yeah, this is what's going on with.
That's what I'm doing. I'm listening to "Girl from Ipanema," and I'm probably. The bad thing is, as I get older, I think people can see my like the glaze happen. Where
I can see it. I've seen it like 3 times today. I've seen it definitely. Yeah. I mean, when you're nodding off too, like
Well, I mean that's been happening a lot more just because I'm not caffeinated any longer. Dude, my boss, I tell him, I've been telling him like every month when I'm like, hey, like. 3 months sobriety, and he's like, "Oh, good.
Yeah.
Hey, 4 months." But
the other one I get is this one.
Yeah, a little bit of curb.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I definitely have this go on in my head sometimes, for sure. Yeah, but I'm curious if other people like really do have like the same thing that I do, and like I know that Daniel on Tom and Dan said,
just default default tunes that are just running on repeat.
Just in there sometimes when you're washing the dishes or whatever it is. Like it's just like, because I definitely do.
Dude, they ask me at work sometimes because like because I don't listen to a lot of music
Mm.
and podcasts can be kind of polarizing, there'll be times in the morning where I don't turn anything on.
It's
I
silence.
just work. I just come in and I just do my job.
Yeah.
And my boss used to get very upset because he'd come in and be like, "Are you not putting music on today?" I'm like, "Oh, like, well, we're not open yet. So, like, I don't really want to listen to anything. So I'm just not." He's like,
Boring.
I can't do this. He's like, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do this. And I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You can't just like sit in silence.
It depends on my mood. There are days where I just want silence, but then there are days where I'm like, no, it's too quiet. Like, it's like I do need something. Like, I kind of get both sides of that one.
I'm just
do.
very comfortable
But
in my own head.
Yeah, well, it's mood based. It's mood based. If you've never got like, it's the type of people that like don't have any inner monologue, like that's going on. It's just like they're blank. Like I
Yeah.
know you at least have that.
I
like-
talk to myself.
Yeah. Like those are the ones that you need to be scared of.
There's just nothing behind that.
There's just nothing. Yeah.
There are some times where I make the joke at work. I'm like, oh, I love when like I have to wash dishes because it's the one job I can do in here where I can just shut
Your brain up.
everything off and like just wash dishes.
Yeah.
Problem is it works too well, and then people are like, they need things, and I'm just completely shut off and checked
you're
out.
Done.
Like,
You're done. Yeah.
there's no music going on. There's just, it's like they shut off all the lights, and there's just one guy just
That's
working in the back, just like, do. He's total girl from Ipanema. He's like,
Yeah.
nothing else is going on, and he's 1,000 miles away,
Vacant.
and
Yeah.
It takes me a second to come all the way back and be like, what? What do you need? Yeah. You got to real quick. Turn on all the machines. Turn them on. Turn them on. Get them running because we need more. We need stuff.
Oh God. That being said, I think it's a good place for us to wrap this week's episode up. You cool to stick around for one more? See if we can get Ty on the line and and do another one for the following week. We'll do that.
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah, let's do that. Guys, let's run the this old outro here. See if I can remember how to do all these bits and pieces. You want to help me out with the old rundown there, Mike?
Yeah, folks.
Let's do that.
We greatly appreciate you listening to us. If you're listening,
Yeah.
as always,
And watching, we're back on the streaming.
Yeah,
you could watch
we're
us again
live.
with
You
the
can-
fancy new logo and the background and everything. Yeah.
So not only can you listen to this, which I'm sure you're listening to this on a podcast,
Yeah.
we appreciate that. But if you want to see what's happening, go over to twitch.tv/ONRS live, subscribe, and that way anytime we go live, you'll get your notification that you can come join us, hop in the chat room,
Absolutely.
participate with the Oh No Radio Show, and tell us what you want to talk about, because we'd rather do that than think of things to talk about
Yeah, it's
ourselves.
easier if you participate in the show.
Yeah.
Because it makes like my life easier.
'Cause
You can even call in, too.
Yeah.
You
You
do
can call
that.
in. The number is 407-906-6466. Call in. Let's talk to you. We want to talk. The phone lines are open. Call on in. If you want to participate further
And
in
even
the
if they're
show,
not, when we're not on the air, you can leave a voicemail at that same number.
There's a voicemail option that you can leave your thoughts with us, and we will get to them
Absolutely,
when
we will.
we get to them.
Absolutely, we will.
If you want to participate farther with the show, head on over to facebook.com/group/The Ono Radio Show.
Just Ono Radio
Oh, it's
Show.
just Ono
No
Radio
D.
Show.
No D. No
Oh.
D.
You think I'd get that eventually?
Yeah, well, eventually.
Ono Radio Show. Head on over there, and you can just textually tell us what you want to
You
talk
can do that
about.
too. Yeah. And yeah, even with the number, did you know that they can text our number and they can just text it? Yeah,
We can just read your text.
Yeah, we can read text on the
Don't
thing.
drunk text our number, bro.
Actually, do that, please. That'd be hilarious.
Try it.
Yeah, try
See
it.
if we respond to it.
Yeah, I might. Who knows?
And you know what? And what would really, really, really do us a lot of help is if you would head on over to patreon.com/ONRS and just give us money.
Yeah, give us the money. Like, we don't really give you much on there, but
There's a lot of stuff on there already.
There is a lot of stuff on there
that you want to listen to.
We call that classic content, and I think that, like, if you really want to be an OG, it's classic content. You can go back, listen to the archives, listen to all the stuff that we put up there.
It's all aged very well.
Very well. And I guarantee you we will be doing more of that in the new year. So sign up for the Patreon.
Yeah.
It's only like $5. Like, come on, man. You got $5.
But if you want to give 20, 30,
you can do that too. You can do that. Whatever, you know.
What are other denominations of money that they could leave?
$100?
Oh, the Benjamin?
Yeah. Give us a Benji.
Yeah, dude, if you drop an old Benny Frank right in the Patreon account, I'll talk about pretty much whatever you want.
Yeah.
Give
all the secrets. We'll give them the secrets.
I'll start dropping.
We should do a show on the Patreon called The Tea. We just talk mad shit about everything. Yeah. I think that's probably what we should do.
You know, whether or not it's true, that'll be for you to decide.
That being said, what do we say when we get out of here for the first segment, Mikey?
Oh,
fuck your dreams.
Wow.
We love you. We'll see you next week, bitches.